Right, potato skins with the lot. Legend special, circa 1999. Like, I'll put up a few pictures of you of the menu this came from. Anyway, getting ahead of myself there. For those of you that live in Albany, Western Australia, you'll have a very good idea what Legends is. In fact, you have to have lived there probably in the late 90s, early 2000s to know what it is, because I don't think Legends is there anymore. Legends was a bar. I did my apprenticeship at the Esplanade Hotel. Legends was part of. We used to serve potato skins there. People love potato skins. In fact, it's such a simple thing, and over the years I've had many requests for how do we do the potato skins at Legends Bar. I've always felt a bit silly about it really, because it's just basically deep fried potato skins topped with nacho ingredients. But I've been asked so many times now, and of lovely people, I figured, look, lockdown time to do a skins video. In fact, special shout outs. Right, number one, there's a little 9-year-old girl in Albany I've never met, but her mum's lovely, so I'm sure she's lovely. Kiana Taylor, Miriam's daughter. I hope I'm saying your daughter's name right. It sounds beautiful. Anyway, Kiana, if it's anywhere close to that, brilliant. Anyway, hello, suppose you like potato skins and you've never even had the Legend skins. So prepare yourself, Kiana. You're gonna have some bloody lovely skins. And then probably the most important shout out for this one. There's a lot, but Danelle Cameron needs a special shout out. Danelle, good friend of mine. I haven't seen her for a long time either. Hello, Danelle. She sent me a message about a year and a half ago, I think, saying, can you do me a video? This is before I was even doing these, so I did a video for someone else. She goes, can you do me a video of skins? And I went, of course I can, Danelle. Leave it with me. I was on holiday at the time in Budapest. Whatever, fancy wanker. I forgot. So, and Danelle, she's now a potato farmer, of all things. Good on you. We need potato farmers. We all love potatoes, and really important to support them at the moment. Not just in Australia, everywhere, because people are struggling because we're not selling stuff in restaurants. Everyone out there needs to go buy stuff. If you contact a lot of these farmers, I'm not saying Danelle, don't start contacting Danelle, she'll hate them for it. You can buy potatoes straight from them and stuff like that. Anyway, so support your potato farmers. So, I'm going to put up some pictures of the menu for this one, because I wanted to go back and check what was on the skins menu. And I've got some old menus. In fact, I've got a menu from Legends signed by Tony Modra, right? So anyone from Australia will know probably how happy I am that I got a signature of Tony Modra. The time frames of that kind of puts it into a certain era. I mean, Matty Ham is just going to be beside himself when he sees Tony Modra side thing. Anyway, so the skins, they're basically nachos. So we're going to get potatoes. And why I'm sitting down here on the floor, I don't usually start my videos sitting down. This is where skins are born. Sitting there with a bucket of water. I got myself a turning knife. We'll get on to knives in a second. And I'm just going to be grabbing me spuds and taking slices off and putting them in the water. Now, I will go through all the stuff that's going on top in a minute. I just wanted to get the spuds bit started first, because they are good. So what I'm doing here is, I'm not peeling it. These started out because Simon Scott Palmer, my head chef, who was my chef, still chef to this day, hello chef. He started this because he's a cheapskate, and he's very good with money, and he's very good with money and businesses, and he showed me this. So when we used to have we ran a big hotel at the time. It was a 5-star hotel. I think it's 4.5-star to be fair. I don't want to get ahead of myself. So we had a 4.5-star hotel, and we had lots of venues. We had fine dining restaurants, we had cocktail bars, we had bars, we had function facilities, We used a lot of potatoes. So what he was doing was getting the KPs, or the kitchen hands as we call them in Australia, to go through and just take off all the skins with a turning knife. And if I do that for you, I'll show you. So just slot down this, and you sort of go half on the potato, half on the skin. So you get a bit of skin on everything, right? And that was how he was getting us to do it. So the KPs were going through, and that's pretty rubbishly peeled potato, but they were doing a bit less than that, and they were just using the skins, and we thought, oh, this is a great use of skins, isn't it? The people of Albany ate so many bloody skins. I mean, I can't tell you how many skins these people ate. They were very popular. Like Legends Bar, I mean, my sister Zoe used to run Legends Bar. She was manager there for a while. There's a lot of people here. Bundy watches these. Oh, Bundy, you used to be there. Mickey Noakes used to work there. Greg Pearson, Wade, Steve. There's just so many. Bo used to be in the kitchen with me, one of my old apprentices. Anyway, that's all we used to do. People's full-time job was just doing this, so then we ended up just turning the rest of the spud into them too. So it's because we didn't have enough, we didn't need that many peeled spuds, really. So then you get that in the bucket. Now it's important to do this part, and whatever potato you use, I'll let Danelle tell you about that if you want to talk to her. These are Lin Royales, which I don't think is even actually a variety of potato. I think that's just a brand. So I've got no idea what potatoes I have left anyway. But we're putting them in water. We're not going to blanch these ones as far as in hot oil or hot water. These are getting fried straight to water. But they must go into water because that's going to wash off all the starch and stop them going so black. So if you just slice them and go straight in a deep fryer, they will work, but they'll be a bit dark. Darky dark. No, not good. So peeling these. So in the end, what we end up doing is get your first one off, and you want a bit of both. I'm thinking you don't want them too thick, and you don't want them too thin. So I'm thinking that is the perfect skin. You know, a bit of skin, bit of potato. We're going to talk 1/2 centimetre of thickness. There you go. And you'll get the odd one like that, which doesn't have much skin on at all, which is pretty much just the thing. But that's all right. It's a shaving. Get that in there, and you'll find your vibe. You peel away like this. This is step one. Step two is I'm going to go over the bench and I'm going to make you heaps of toppings. So there was only skins back in Legends days you could get skins of sour cream and chives. I've got no sour cream today, so I've got yogurt. So for the visual stimuli you require, it might as well be sour cream for you peeps because you're not going to taste it. And Lauren loves yogurt anyway, so we're fine. That was one option. The next option was a chili tomato salsa. I'm not going to lie, I can't remember how we used to make our chili tomato salsa. I'm imagining it because it was in the 90s. It wasn't as good as I'd make it now. Okay, so I think when I go through that, I'll go through that with you anyway. But I think my version today is going to be nicer. I can't remember. So you had a sour cream and chive option. You had a chili tomato sauce option. You had a bacon and cheese option. Now, I've got no bacon today. Oh, I do have some bacon. All right, I'm going to go get that bacon. Then there's a bacon and cheese option, which was, as you'd imagine, what it was. But there's still some bits I can show you about that because we used to cook the bacon on first. All right, just stick with me. So bacon and cheese. And then there was the skins of the lot. And skins of the lot is what I'm showing you today because you can obviously break it down into any section you want. You can remove whatever component you want. And the skins of the lot started off with the fried potato skins in a bowl, some chili con carne, and the chili con carne I've got made today. I've also made an entire chili con carne video, which is coming, which I made ages ago, but Marco's doing me some sort of fancy video with that one. Marco's taking his time, right? And I know Marco's doing this out of the love of his heart. Sort your stuff out, Marco. Come on. Anyway, so there's a chili con carne going down on top of the potato skins. Then we've got bacon. Then we've got cheese. And then when it comes out, we'll put some tomato salsa and some guacamole on there. And sour cream. Now, I can't for the life of me recall whether we put guacamole on there. I'm thinking we didn't because it's not on the menu I've got. I'm putting it on there because it bloody needs some livening up, right? So, you know, so we need a bit of it. So, deep fried potato skins, chili con carne, bacon, cheese, chili tomato salsa, sour cream, you know what I'm saying, and guacamole. That's what we're going to have. So that's the skins in honour of all my friends in Albany. And I've got a lot. I did my apprenticeship in Albany. They're just lovely. Like, I've got Reese down there still. There's Cusso. There's just a plethora. Joshy P. I'm gonna really annoy people now because I haven't mentioned people, and I've started to mention like everyone I know in Albany. There's too many to mention, right? But I do. I love and care for you all. Well, not all of you. That's why I moved away, quite obviously. But most of you, I have very fond memories of. Feel like I'm digging a bit of a hole here. Anyway, I'm going to leave you while I finish off the rest of these spuds. But I'm going to fill up this bug. Okay, so I've got a bucket full of skins sitting there now just soaking, and they can sit there in your fridge for days. Really, a couple of days you on them, so no need to do that to order. There you go, a little bit of mise en place ahead of yourself. Now we're going to do a couple of things here. We're going to turn this into a salsa. So, as I said, I've got no recollection of how I used to make it at the Esplanade, or the Nard as we used to call it. Don't know. I'm going to dice up some red onion, Spanish onion. I'm going to dice up some tomatoes. I'm going to take out most of the insides of that. I'm going to cut them in half, squeeze out the juice, so I've just left the flesh. And then a bit of spring onion with olive oil. Not a lot of olive oil, just enough to get them to know each other. Basically, a bit of a lubrication needed, like your dinner party. You need a drink or two so you can all start to like each other. Before that, nah, don't like you. So that's going to turn into a salsa. I'll do that in fast motion for you because that'll bore the absolute tits off you. And I'm going to make a guacamole. And I say guacamole, more of a... no, it's going to be a guacamole. I'm just going to dice up the avocados instead of blending them. I can almost guarantee you if it was back at the Esplanade, I still can't recall whether we put it on or not, I would have just blended it with lemon juice. A little bit fancy nowadays, so I'm just going to scoop these out, dice them up, and a bit of lemon juice in there. Now, both of these, I'd normally put, like, if it was just for some other reason, I'd put a bit of chili in them or something. I won't, because the chili con carne I'm using today is off it. Bloody tits hot, like really hot. So that's what I've got there, and it's a meaty one. The chili con carne I used to use at the naan was made with mince. This one is not. Anyway, let me get in a fast motion to make some stuff for you. And that's the salsa. I mean, that's super quick. Just used up some old tomatoes in the fridge. I mean, you could take out the middle and just blend them a little bit if you want just a watery mess of tomato. So I wouldn't recommend that. Actually, I don't even know why I suggested it. I haven't spent much time making this neat or anything. So it's going to be lovely. And that's just so tomatoes, onions, a bit of spring onion, some salt and pepper and olive oil. Make sure it tastes delicious, and it does. Can go over here with my 9-pan, starting to set up a little section like I was in Legends. All right, now I'm just going to turn this quickly into guaca. All right, I'll quickly go through guacamole with you. Avocado salsa, whatever you want to call it. So avocado is rubbish. If it wasn't, click your heel, back a thing, twist, you get your stone out. Brilliant. Once you've done that, you can do a few ways. You can use the old spoon. These are a bit old, so I'm going to basically scoop around that brown stuff. Save myself getting that even chopping it because that looks horrid. In fact, that whole avocado looks horrid. I know. Half looks good. Good. Same with this half. Scoop it out. There we go. So, move them down there. A little bit clean. Now I've left one stone here. I'll show you what I'm going to do in a minute. So then with your guac, I like to just go, yeah. Being quite careful not to make it complete mush. I mean, this is quite a soft avocado, so it's going to be mushy. But it's nice to just have a little bit of shapes and stuff. It always looks a bit pixelated, the old avocado, when you chop it like this. So you're basically chopping into dice, you're not holding on to anything. You're just letting the knife run through it. It's soft as. So there. Same again. Once again, just blend all this with a bit of lemon juice if you haven't got time or the effort or can't be asked. And they do last. These, as I said, not great avocados, but we're in lockdown, peeps. I can't just run out and grab a nice avocado for the video. In fact, half the time, I'm just amazed what I do have and I do find to make these videos with, because do you know what? It's getting harder and harder. So we'll see how we go. All right. Okay, so there we go, all diced. Simple as that. Want a bit of lemon juice on that. So here's one of my naked lemons because I'm always zesting them. Squeeze some lemon juice on it. The lemon juice is just to stop it from going brown, really. Nice to be a bit of flavour. Definitely stops it oxidising. Alright, chuck that in that container like that. Get off lemon. There we go. So we've got this beautiful container now, just basically diced guacamole, diced avocado, stop calling it guacamole. Once again, you can put heaps of different stuff in here, some chili, some red onions. I don't want much because I'm doing other stuff, but I'm going to grab my old seed and I'll whack the seed back in there. What the seed does, seeds give this, avocado seeds give off a certain gas which stops the thing from going brown. So it will continue to do that and it goes out. So you then form your avocado again and you're back in. Okay, so we're starting to look a wee bit more preppy like here. So what do we got? We've got sour cream, got chili con carne, we've got some cheese. This is just cheddar cheese because that's what we used to use. I'll probably use a bit of mozzarella now, haven't got any. Your avocado, the tomato salsa, and some bacon which I've just cooked off. I will just give that a quick chop now, and that's about it. We'll basically start making some stuff, I reckon. Okay, so I've got my deep fries in deep fry corner. Woo! Deep fry corner, shiny silver. Anyway, I won't sing my shiny silver song for you. Bucket. Skins, they've been sitting there only a couple of hours really, actually, to be fair. 180 on both of these, nice and hot oil. Now this is going to spit like buggery because you're going to be obviously putting water in a deep fry, so be careful. Always put my basket over the top of somewhere else. Fill but don't overfill, and get ready for some serious sizzle. Now, I'm going to cook these till they're cooked. They're going to go dark. They're going to go darker than a normal chip because they haven't been blanched in a lower temperature. And what I used to always do, which I'll do today, is, especially like when I was in the restaurant, was, you know what, when I was in Legends, I'd definitely do this. So fry them, and then just about when I bring them up and let them sit there for a minute, and give them a final crisping just before serving. So I'll show you that. So here we go. Oh yeah, hear that? Hear it thunder! The mighty chip. Got way too much oil in my deep fryer. Reason for that being, my KP is away on furlough. Fair enough, so am I. I had to fill my own deep fryer. It's been a while. I put too much oil in. So then that just cook away. Just as I said, until we're cooked through and got a nice bit of colour. I'm going to go a couple of serves. I'm going to do these up for Lauren. Who's from Albany, but she can't recall the skin, so it wasn't her thing. Just strange because she loves all sort of potato-y products. Here we go. Second lot over the other side. Woo! Right. Gonna cook these until we're cooked. Okay, with the magic of video, we've gone forward a little bit further. You can see what colour these are starting to come up with. Quite nice. A bit early on in the piece. So because I've had the water in, soaking beforehand, they haven't got as dark as they could have been, which is quite good. Going to keep going. So this is kind of where, well, I just splashed oil on my wrist. It's not good. That's kind of a really good sort of, you can see a bit of skin going down the side there. That's the perfect skin. That's what you're looking for. So maybe people have been doing too much skin. So this is maybe what's happened to now. Maybe you've got too much skin on your spud. So that's what you want, that perfect. Oh, that's the perfect skin. Now I've ripped them up, as you just said, as I said before, and let them drain for a minute. Do their thing. It's my oven beeping, annoying the hell out of me and you. Then I'm just going to dunk them again. So they're up once. Here we go. Let them just sit there for a minute or two. So about what? Sit there. Go get all the other stuff ready, which is you'll see what's going on. We'll get some bowls ready. We'll get all the stuff. I wonder if you can see from there actually, because I've kind of got my bowls ready. There's me bowls all ready to go. Brilliant. So skins are up, having a bit of a soak, get to know each other. I'm going to give them a final dunk. There we go, final crisp. Get them nice. We'll come back over to the bowls. Oh, obviously, once they come out, I'm going to put them in the bowl. I'll ground up a bit of sea salt. I'm going to give them a bit of salt. Like, of course they need salt. They're potatoes. Potatoes and salt, best friends. Okay, so there we go, big bowl of lovely skins. As I said, fair bit of salt here. Soaks up the fat a little bit and just flavours them. You see some of these are puffed out because they're just that right thickness and they get a bit puffy. So they're sort of like your perfect skins there. Alright, so it's a bit wonky. Wayward soldier, here we go, so let's skin up the bowls. You know what, Ivan? You might find this hard to believe, peeps, but it's the first time I've played up a bowl of skins since 1999, I think. Whenever I left, I've not done a bowl since I left Legends either. So, I was always a bit of a master of them too, and you'd think it was just whack it all together and you're fine, your apples. No, I like to find myself a little spot. So get them all nice and like flat out, and we've got the chili con carne going down first. This one, and I'll put the video up, this one's silly hot, so obviously I'll put this on for the little ones and stuff. Be sparing, like with a lot of cooking. Don't be too overkill with this sort of stuff. You just want bits of flavour through stuff. So bits of meat on there, that's lovely. There we go, getting on there. Because then what we used to do is, once we got everything on top, we'd microwave it for a few minutes, just to let this get a bit of warmth in it, and just to start melting the cheese and stuff. I'm going to put it in the oven today, because I've got a really nice oven, which is helps me out. So covering that completely. Chili con carne. Now I said to you about bacon, what we used to do, so cook bacon and then chop it up. And it will just make for a lot tastier skins. There you go, so just fleck some bacon on. Fleck the bacon, fleck, there we go, bacon all over. Flying through these. Cheese. Cheese is a bit of a hero, isn't it? So let's give it the love it deserves. As I said, a bit of mozzarella would be right for this. This is just straight cheddar. That's all I got. Locked down. So here we go to that point. You're gonna whack these in the oven, a really hot oven. I'm gonna put in a 200-degree oven for 5 minutes, but feel free to just microwave that plate per time. We should microwave for a few minutes and then put it underneath a grill. I'll come back to you. Back out the old oven, which is all melted nicely. As I said, quite happily, whack it in the microwave, get some warmth through it, and put it under a grill. Don't even have it, probably don't have a grill at home. Oh, you would have a grill in your oven. Yeah, anyway, get to this point, however the hell you want. Okay, so now we'll finish one off. Let's finish off the cleanest bowl, which is this one. Okay, so big bowl here. Now we've got the cold stuff to go on. Got some tomato salsa, some guacamole. I'll get rid of the actual stone now, we've done that. We want to go some salsa on top. So just a bit of a pile on there. Spread that out so I get some cheesy goodness. Here we go. Bit of guacamole, or a bit of avocado. Bit of avocado on here. So again, this should be sour cream. It's actually yogurt, but Lauren loves yogurt anyway. And some chives. These chives actually just got brought to me from picked from the garden. And there is your skins of the lot. Circa 1999 legends. Brilliant.